Despite still not having their main coach, Winterfox is now 2-2 after a victory against Diggin Tusk. Just now, I'm joined by Pobelter. Pobelter, what's going on behind the scenes at Winterfox these days? I've only had a chance to talk to Altec so far. He's a little bit of a troll, so I really have no idea what's going on with the team. So yeah, what's happening week to week now?
Helios got back to America like 3 days ago, so we've been practicing diligently since then. So we've had 2 days of practice with 4 of our core members heading into this weekend, and ending 2-2 after the first 2 weeks is, I think it's pretty fair with the situation that we're in.
So are we going to see just like your team start powering up more and more every week as you get more and more of your people in, more players, more coaches, etc.?
That's the hope, that we're like collecting pieces of Exodia. But, it's hard to say.
What is the Exodia reference?
Yu-Gi-Oh? The trading card game? Yeah.
So I was more a Pokemon person than a Yu-Gi-Oh person, so I was not aware of that. It's kind of like collecting, is it like collecting all the Pokemon, like you got to catch them all kind of deal?
No, it's like the God card, but you need 5 cards to activate it. Okay. So it's like having 5 Pokemon that separately are like Magikarp, but together they form one mighty Gyarados. Okay.
Now I completely understand the reference. I completely understand what's happening at Winterfox. Okay. Yeah, so how much has the team chemistry changed since last year? Because obviously a very different team, especially across like first and second split of last year. What's different on Winterfox nowadays than Evil Geniuses?
It's a lot more Korean, I would say. I think overall the team chemistry is similar. Well, okay, last year it was pretty bad between us, to be honest, because we weren't truthful to each other. Like if I thought someone was doing bad, then I wouldn't tell them because I wouldn't want to hurt their feelings. So that was kind of like the big problem that made the team atmosphere kind of uncomfortable. But now everyone's a lot more open with each other. If someone does a crappy play, they'll be like, "Hey, that was crap," and then the person will be like, "Okay, yeah, that was pretty bad." But besides that, we're still easygoing when we need to be. We joke around a lot, but we're still serious when we need to be as well.
Do you just ever turn to Altec and say, "Altec, you suck"?
I do. Yes.
Do you think he sucks?
No, Altec's good.
So then you're not really being truthful then, right?
Wow, I suppose not.
Well, I'm glad I could help improve the team chemistry on Winterfox. I do this for a lot of teams, just come in here and interview and really solve a lot of their problems. So, yeah, very happy to do that. Moving forward, what are your thoughts on Diggin Tusk? Because they're kind of in a strange place. Lots of people don't really know how to feel about them, and you guys just played them, so I figured maybe you'd have some insight.
It feels like they played the way that we played against TSM yesterday, and so they basically just did not do anything aggressive, and they just let the game slide by them because they were afraid to do anything.
So is that a coincidence that you guys played the TSM role after having lost to TSM yesterday, or did you look at a game yesterday against TSM and be like, maybe we should just do that?
Well, it wasn't really even that we played any differently. I think it's just like I don't know what it was like, actually. It was just that's how it went down.
You guys won the game somehow, and that's what happened.
We did.
Anyway, I'd love to know. So is everything supposed to be sorted out by next weekend? Like, as the coach, and are you going to have the 5 pieces of the Magikarp that Gyarados?
I'd say within 2 weeks, it's like 90% likely we'll have everyone over.
And then who's subbing as coach right now? Because I remember it was Brian at first, and so who was out there today? Because a different person.
Right. So the first 3 weeks, it was Brian Cordry, the team owner.
First 3 weeks?
First 3 games. So the first week and a half, it was Brian. And then there's some rule that states that substitute head coaches can only be there for like 3 games, and then you have to actually get your head coach. But I'm actually not sure about the rules behind it. I didn't really question it. But all I know is that for some reason, Brian could not fulfill his duties as a substitute head coach any longer. And so basically, since all Brian did the first 3 games was read off a piece of paper that we made about picks and bans, we just got literally like someone he knew. And then, yeah.
Nice. Does a piece of paper reading help?
Well, I don't know. It's just there to remind us about our game strategy, what we are planning to do.
All right, so what were the takeaways from this weekend overall? You lost to TSM. You won against Diggin Tusk. What do you think you guys will talk about when you go home tonight?
Play to win, play not to not lose. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I think those are core tenets of winning in general. So I'm glad you guys learned that. That's very good. Anything you want to say to any of your fans out there, Pobelter?
Thanks, guys, for watching my stream and putting me in your fantasy league and stuff. It means a lot. I've been getting like a super high amount of years lately, and so that's really cool. Thanks, guys.
How many points have you been getting on the weekends for fantasy?
I'm not sure. I don't. So like I tried to open a fantasy league, but like I can never get people to fill it up, and when it does fill up, no one's ever around at the same time. So I was just kind of giving up on it. But I think the first weekend I made like 30 something, and I think I made about the same this weekend. I don't know if that's good or not, actually.
I feel like you generally want to break 40.
Oh, thank you for crushing my confidence, Travis Gafford.
It's another successful interview with Pobelter, the mid-later for Winterfox. You can check out the rest of our coverage of all things LCS at ongamers.com.